you score 3 goals, you get the shutout. I know after the match, Sacha was kind of laughing about how down the last 20 minutes, it was a fight to preserve that clean sheet. But nonetheless, you come home with a 3-0 win. What do you take away from tonight's win?
3 points. That's what we take. Well, it was. we had quite a few chances, I thought, in the first half. Still, we're struggling a little bit early on to get the lead. But once we got it, then we were able to sustain it, get the second one, get the third one, which was important. This isn't an easy place to play with the humidity. Field a little bit heavy. Guys were a little bit heavy-legged, but we were trying to protect some guys through the course of the game that had little injuries. Get some guys off that had some injuries and some issues. So there was an opportunity, because the game wasn't a tight one till the stretch, where maybe we were able to rest a few guys going into the weekend and still preserve a 3-0 win. So that's important. Those are key things. So now get on the plane, get home, rest, and get our preparation for Dallas, and try to do it again.
You talked about building belief within this club. Now back-to-back wins. Do you feel it even more in the locker room after this performance?
Yeah, I think it's there. I mean, I think even through some of the stretch where we were struggling, it was still there. We just needed to, we need to reward ourselves, put the ball in the back of the net, keep a clean sheet, things like that helps you. But the guys have believed, and the guys are working hard and have been. And now we're rewarding ourselves in these last 2 games by putting the ball in the net enough to win the game, and we've defended better. Again, I think a little bit in the second half, just between tired legs and we're jogging a little more than sprinting at times. We were a little bit vulnerable, but we managed to deal with situations, and we kept the ball out of our net. And so winning is always good. There's always a good emotion that comes out of that, and now we've got to transition that emotion to be at home and to play well and try to do it again.
Sacha gave a special shout out to Nick DePew. What can you say about his performance over the last 2 matches?
Yeah, I thought he was huge. I mean, he was in the right position almost every single time. He was dealing with crosses, dealing with clearances all over the place, covering things. I think he's been outstanding. He's reading of the game is getting better and better, and he's a great athlete. So his ability to cover things when things break down, and his ability to get to spots and deal with things have been excellent. I also thought he took a couple fouls in the right areas of the field just to stop attacks and get everybody behind. So these little details in his game are getting sharper and sharper. And so yeah, it's a good time for him and a good time for us that he's finding his game. And now we just keep it consistent. If we keep it consistent, then he's very much headed in the right direction.
I know you told me this morning it's just a number, but you won your 100th regular season win tonight as a coach. What does it mean to you to be able to do it with the Los Angeles Galaxy?
Yeah, I have a lot of pride and with just all the players that I've coached over this stretch and all the work that they've put in. As a coach, you don't get here without guys who are willing to work and believe in what you do, and the coaching staff that I've worked through this entire stretch, between Dan Kalichman and Jason Bent and Nick Thesloff and the coaches of Robin Fraser and Conway and Hartman and all the guys that have been around, not to mention the support staff. They're the people who keep things together and keep it moving forward, and I appreciate their support in this process. And again, the players' work and belief in what we're trying to do, and going out there and executing, 100 times in the regular season has been special. And it's as you said, it's nice, and it's a special thing to be able to do it back in LA and in a club that kind of gave me my start, obviously, and to be here doing that is wonderful. If it was the one that clinched the playoffs and got us into kind of that next phase of things, I would be happier. But we're still grinding away at that, and we're gonna keep building. Hopefully, 101 or 102 will be the one that seals the deal for us in the playoffs.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels home.
All right, thank you.
We'll go with Sophie Nicolo. Sophie, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Really good win on the road. I want to ask a question regarding the opponent, because they're not very good. They're one of the worst teams in the league, but yet getting the 3 points, like you said, matters. How do you measure what's the barometer with performance versus who you're playing against, but also knowing that the next few games, the wins are just what count? Can you talk me through that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think, they're a team that's had their struggles this year, but for sure, MLS is a league where when you're playing on the road, it's always tricky. And then you're hitting a team that doesn't have anything to lose, And if you can get on top of them, maybe they don't have anything to win either. And that's a little bit of maybe what came out of this stretch, is we were able to get a couple goals up, and then maybe they have a little bit of a defeatist attitude, and versus, a team that's fighting for something. I thought they still came at us, but they weren't able to get one in to lift their spirits or do anything, which is important. But it's a tricky league. It's the toughest league in the world to win on the road. It's not an easy place to play. It is, there's a lot of factors that start to even the playing field out, no matter what the level of the two teams are. And for us tonight, we were able to get the 3 points. Like I said, we were able to rest a couple guys with little injuries. We were able to do some things that were important. We were able to get a shutout, which is nice for the group from a defensive mentality standpoint. There's a lot of valuable things tonight that were there, and we'll take it. Performance was enough for us to win 3-0 and get what we needed, and that's the important thing out of this. Again, beggars can't be choosers right now when it comes to just taking points. You just got to take. There was points we dropped earlier, and that stretch where we were having a tough time winning that we felt like we should have gotten. Tonight we did everything we needed to do to take the points, and that's that. We're also in this grind where we play 3 games close together. You play 6 games over the course of 2.5, 3 weeks to try to solidify your playoff spot. Taking points is the most important thing right now, and the guys did everything they needed to do tonight to do that.
And real quick, just to jump in, Bondi getting that clean sheet. He's become such a popular player in such a short space of time. It's his first clean sheet since August, I think. How happy are you for him tonight?
Yeah, very happy. I thought, again, he was in the right place at the right time, made good saves when he needed to. I thought, as Sacha said, got a lot of help from our center backs, and Nick in particular had a lot of great clearances. It's a team effort. Shutouts come from everybody putting his shift in and helping to protect Bondi, and then Bondi is there at the right moments when he needs to be, and he dealt with the things that he needed to. So happy for him. I know it's a relief for him too, just to get another shutout and another solid performance, from himself and some of the guys around him. So we'll take it. We're going to try to build off it. Like I said, this is a game of momentum, and emotion plays in that, and we're going to try to take this emotion and the momentum we've built out of these last 2 games and try to keep building on it as we go home again.
Thanks, Coach.
We have one more from Josh Gessman. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, Greg, congratulations on 100 and congratulations on the 3 points. Just looking at the Galaxy, this really hasn't been the team's MO to sort of have a comfortable win. I think maybe the 4-1 victory over Portland may have been the other one, but looking towards Saturday, we've talked about it multiple times this year. 3 games in a week is taxing. How big of an advantage is it for you to, at some point in this game, start thinking about what you want to do against Dallas?
Yeah, I hope it plays out is a big thing. We don't know until we get everybody turned around and see how guys are recovering and they're dealing with things. But for sure, guys like Victor and Ryan, and getting Jonah out early and getting Javier out early, and Derek, who hasn't played a lot of minutes in this stretch, getting him out early, for sure those things are going to help us and help those guys to transition in a short rest to Saturday. So we'll see. We'll take inventory. In theory, I hope it really helps us and gives us a good foundation to build from on Saturday against Dallas. And from there, then we've got to perform, and we've got to do the right things, and we've got to execute, and hopefully we can do that. So, but it's good too. And I think, again, we've talked about this earlier. If we can get the lead and then play from a position of lead, and then play a little bit on the counter at the right times and do some of that stuff, we do have the ability to open up leads and to stretch games out a little bit. And we were able to do that tonight.
Thanks, Greg.
Greg, thank you.
Javier, to back up the big win on Saturday with a performance like tonight, what does that say about this team?
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say and sound completely excited. Not 2 weeks ago, I mean, before the break, we couldn't even get a win in 9 games, and now we got 2. So we need to be very calm. We were in the worst ones, even though we know that LA Galaxy always make that noise. When you don't win, you're the worst, and when you are winning, it's like your obligation, because that's what all the people in MLS are used to, to see a LA Galaxy on the top of the league and winning and stuff like that. So we need to be very calm in that matter. We won 2 games right now. These 3 points are very important on the road, obviously against a very complicated team in a very nice stadium, but with a difficult weather too. That is very hot, even though it's its fault. But yeah, I mean, it's good to get a clean sheet, to get the 3 points, to score 3 goals, to have a lot of chances. So yeah, we need to take it like it's a very good step for us, but it doesn't say nothing. No, we need to keep fighting for our place in playoffs.
Kevin Cabral set up the play that drew the penalty kick and then went on to score a goal of his own. What did you see from him tonight?
I mean, hopefully he can get a confidence, no, because he's been having a lot of chances, and then with this one that he took, he can get that confidence back in a way, and he can be more ruthless, because that's going to help us, no. I mean, every teammate that helped us scoring a lot of goals, not only myself, it's going to be very good for us. And I mean, a part of the goal, he did a very good performance, like the whole team.
Thank you so much, Javier. Congratulations and safe travels home.
Thank you.
We'll go with Josh Gessman. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, Javi, congrats on the 3 points. When you're looking from you personally, I know you're a team guy. You're getting really close on some of these chances. Do you?
Yeah.
I know you don't get frustrated. So are you starting to feel everything start to come together for you? Are you feeling that you're just inches away?
I mean, I could have 3 assists today. You know, it was something like people sometimes doesn't want to give credit to a player like me. You know, but I did 1 assist. I mean, I did another one that Kevin was close to score. I mean, in the play of Efra in the own goal, I give him as an assist too. Like I always said it, I just like to play soccer. I just like to play football. Sometimes I'm gonna just run like a crazy guy, like in a LAFC match that I didn't score and we get 1 point. Sometimes I'm gonna score goals like against Portland. Sometimes I'm gonna give assists. I mean, yeah, I just love to play soccer and to help my team. And then in any way possible I can help, I'm gonna be as happy as they are, you know. And then we give Greg his 100 victory, you know, so that's a very important thing for all of us. I think it was a very complete night, but like I said, we need to be very calm. We need to turn the page as quick as possible tomorrow, because we're going to play against a tough team as is like Dallas, that they're improving in each game.
Yeah, and looking at Saturday, so many times this year we've had 3 games in 3 weeks. We know it's tough on travel, it's tough on playing minutes. You guys got a chance to maybe rest some players, yourself included, came off a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
How do you think everybody's going to recover for this Dallas game?
I mean, that's going to be something that we need to focus on, obviously, recovery, and then as well the players that they haven't had so much minutes that they can get the fitness going on as well. So I think today, and then Sega came in, Sam, you can see that now Efra and Seba start, Sacha as well play 90 minutes. Like, I mean, we have a Fisher as well. So we had a pretty complete squad right now, and a part of Jorge that he's injured, sorry, and he's recovering. I think we have a pretty good squad, and everyone is getting their momentum. They're getting the opportunities as well that Greg is giving to all of us. So I think we're getting that momentum that we need. Of course, we want to get to the playoffs first, but then in a good momentum. So which any team we're going to play against, we're going to be ready, and we're going to give a very, very strong battle.
Thanks, Javi.
You're welcome. I'm sorry.
We'll switch to questions in Spanish. We'll start with Katia Castorena. Katia, go ahead.
Gracias, Vicky. Javier, gusto saludarte. ¿Qué tanto abrieron las cosas el partido pasado, incluso en tu festejo, ¿no? ¿Cómo sacudías también a lo mejor esa presión y el poderlo respaldar hoy a media semana para, como decías, mantener esa inercia positiva?
Sí, así es lo que tenemos que hacer ahora en contra de un rival muy fuerte como lo es Dallas, a pesar de que le dieron la vuelta al AFC en el partido de hoy y perdieron en su casa. Sí, es un rival muy complicado. Sabemos que aquí en la MLS el rival es fácil y no puedes dar resultados garantizados. Así que sí, a tomar esto con mucha ecuanimidad, de que esto todavía, como lo dije en inglés, ¿no? Estas 2 victorias no significan que ya estamos del otro lado, ni hace 3 semanas cuando no ganábamos en 9 partidos significaba que LA Galaxy estaba dado por muerto, ¿no? Así que tomarlo con mucha calma, pero obviamente que hay que disfrutarlo. Nos ha costado muchísimo, no ganábamos en 9 partidos, como ya lo dije, y ahora tenemos 2 victorias seguidas. Ojalá puedan ser 3 en nuestra casa y así seguir sumando el mayor punto posible en el último estirón, ¿no? De estos últimos 5 o 6 partidos.
Y una segunda, quería preguntarte sobre lo que mencionabas un poco, el no ser egoísta, y vemos los líderes que hay en el grupo. Estás tú, está Jonah, alguien como Sacha, ¿no? Que también se emocionaba el partido pasado por cómo pudo impactar viniendo de cambio el penal. Hoy otra vez le toca convertir. Sí. ¿Qué dice eso del grupo y cómo han podido ayudarse también a tener ese impacto?
Pues muchísimo, porque cuando llamamos que somos una familia lo tenemos que demostrar, ¿no? Con palabras es muy fácil, así que dice de que este equipo está agarrando mucha confianza, un buen momento, todos están mejorando día a día. Greg le está dando oportunidad a todo el plantel, todos estamos bien físicamente, aparte de Jorge, que se está recuperando, que es el único que no tenemos con nosotros. Así que bien, estamos mejorando. Hay que también, siempre es muy bonito y es más motivante trabajar cuando los resultados están un poquito a favor, también recuperarnos, pero bueno, lo bonito de este calendario también es que tenemos que darle vuelta a la página desde mañana para enfocarnos en Dallas el sábado con nuestra gente, descansar lo más posible para estar lo más frescos posible, y también todos los demás jugadores que no han tenido mucha participación, que mantengan su nivel físico para que nos puedan ayudar si Greg los necesita.
Gracias.
Vamos con Samara Pérez de TUDN.
Hola Javier, buenas noches.
Hola.
Estás pasando por un buen momento de tu carrera, sin embargo tenemos entendido que en diciembre del próximo año vence tu contrato con el LA Galaxy y en el verano ya es permitido escuchar ofertas. La pregunta es, ¿tienes el deseo de permanecer con Galaxy y prolongar este buen momento? ¿O pensarías en la opción como
Ya
Chivas,
sabes la
donde
respuesta
tú
que va a dar.
has manifestado
Mi cabeza está al
que te
100%
gustaría
en
regresar?
playoffs ahorita. Créeme que lo que quiero es calificar a playoffs y ser campeón esta temporada. Ya veremos a ver qué pasa el próximo año. Estoy encantado en esta institución y en esta familia.
Muchas gracias.
De nada, y perdón que te interrumpa, pero es que, perdón, pero es que...
Vamos con una última con Edgar Rosado. Edgar, adelante.
¿Qué tal, Javier? Felicidades
¿Qué onda?
por la victoria.
Gracias.
La primera de ellas, me gustaría escuchar cómo podrías definir esta temporada para ti, que creo que ha sido desafiante, y ahora con 4 partidos que van a marcar el futuro, es muy fácil hablar con lo que puedas saber ya después de estos 4 partidos, pero de cara a estas 4 finales que van a tener, ¿cómo podrías definir para ti personalmente esta temporada de Major League Soccer?
Edgar, esta respuesta te la haría ya que se acabe el torneo y que ojalá podamos ser campeones, o hasta donde lleguemos te la podría contestar ahorita. No te voy a contestar algo de que una temporada todavía sigue abierta, sigue activa y hay muchísimo en juego.
Y bueno, siguiendo de la mano de la segunda, hace unas semanas declaraste que este equipo estaba para ser campeón, ilusionaste mucha gente allá en Los Ángeles, ilusionaste mucha gente en México también que te sigue. Hoy, después de esa racha que hay que decirlo, fue difícil, de 9 partidos, 2 victorias ahora, ¿qué le puedes decir a esta gente? ¿LA Galaxy sigue en esa senda para ser campeón?
Nada más imagínate si cuando perdíamos lo dije, ahorita que vamos ganando. Sí, yo sigo soñando en grande, sigo imaginándome cosas chingonas y yo me veo con esta familia celebrando un título.
Gracias, Javier.